All right. Yeah, yeah. Officially live. That's what I'm talking about. So I got that silk do rag on today. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah. Okay, we got three people right now. That's awesome. Thank you guys for joining. By all means, comment whatever you want to. Uh so I'm gonna go ahead right now, jump straight to the bat. So thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching the live stream. Long story short, I've been gone for a minute. I was gone for about a month and a half. Because of work. I was doing stuff with work and whatnot. Some of y'all know, some of y'all don't know. I'm in the Marine Corps, so I'm in the military. And sometimes you gotta leave, or go away, to do stuff. So I was gone for a little bit, doing some training and whatnot. I'm back. I wasn't planning for my first return video to be a live stream, but I figured this is actually better because you guys can ask me questions on the spot. Truck stuff, all the stuff was going on with my truck, car projects, all that stuff you guys can ask. Obviously, I'm not going to go into details in terms of what I was doing just because that's not, I'm be real with y'all, that's not none of y'all business. But just know that I was gone for work. Again, I say this not all the time, but I say this often. YouTube is not my priority. It's my like hobby essentially. I don't do this for a full-time living. I'm in the military, active duty for a full-time living. That's what I do. On top of that, family, all that stuff. So this is not at the top of my list. I got a lot of messages and a lot of comments where people hit me up asking me stuff and whatnot. And I basically had to tell them the same thing that I'm telling y'all right now. But yeah, so I'm back though. We're doing a live stream Friday night. It's 7:48 on the East Coast, probably 5:48 or no 4 on the West Coast, and then obviously it's 6:48 Central Time, and then Mountain Time. I don't keep up with that. But yeah, man, I'm back though. So any questions you want to ask, you can ask on the live stream. I encourage you to, because the more questions we get, the more engagement we get, the longer I'm gonna stay on the live stream. Okay. Right now I'm anticipating to stay on here for about 30 to 45 minutes. But if the questions are just coming in, I will stay here easily an hour past answering questions, whatever it may be, what I'm saying? So much for joining the live stream. I truly appreciate it. I can see right now we got 12 viewers in the live stream. Thank you guys so much. So with that being said, I'm going to leave it open for questions. You can ask me anything you want. You can ask me about the NFL draft, the NBA playoffs. You can ask me about my truck, my car, the Impala, whatever you want to ask. Okay. So by all means, don't hesitate. You know what I'm saying? And thank you guys again. So right now we got some comments already. We got Rick saying, Yo, back to you, bro. What's up, man? We got my dog Eric, OKC. It's good to see you in the live stream, man. We got, I can get this. There we go. Wait, if I can get it pop up. There we go. Says thank you, even from Canada. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. We got B&G Farming. Glad to see you back, bro. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. It feels good to be back. I ain't gonna lie with y'all, man. It feels kind of weird talking in front of a camera right now. Even granted, it's my laptop camera. It just feels weird because it's been a minute. I think my last video was like April 1st, beginning of April, end of March, like within that week span. So it's been a minute since I dropped the video. And comments have been coming through the channel, flooding the channel on previous videos. People were asking comments, questions, all sorts of stuff. I gotta get through there and answer all. So we got a lot of stuff, man. But yeah, man, we got my dog Beerzilla Gaming. How you doing, bro? Doing good, man? I'm still alive. I'm still here, man. I'm kicking it. I'm kicking. I got a little drink right here, man. So we got some Maker's Mark and whatnot. But yeah, I'm doing good, man. Oh man, my dog Justin Field joined the live stream. What? Oh my goodness, we got a special guest on the channel today, y'all. Okay. So with that being said, I'm gonna start answering y'all questions. Okay. So first thing I'm gonna do is real quick, I'll just post this up. All right. So it's my homie Justin Field. Check his channel out. he's pretty much getting a built 5.9 block engine in his truck. I highly encourage y'all to check it out, see what's going on with that. So with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and start answering questions right now. First question we got from Rick: why is Amsoil not available at the local auto parts stores? So long story short, Rick, basically Amsoil is built on its products into shelves. Reason being is because at that time, basically it's inflation. Okay. So if you go on Amsoil's website and you purchase the oil directly from Amsoil on Amsoil.com, you are paying what Amsoil is asking for the oil. Now, obviously, with studies, testing, all that stuff, personal experience, Amsoil is a superior oil. I mean, I'm being real with you. Like, there's no other way around it. Like, it is above the shelf brand tiers, if you want to say so. So obviously, if I have a bottle of Amsoil on Advanced Auto shelf, they're going to mark it up at a couple bucks at the minimum to make some money. They're not going to sell oil and not make money on it just because it's Amsoil. You know what I'm saying? That's one part, and then another part of it, I believe, is that Amsoil wants to keep the best cost to their customers as possible. And honestly, a lot of people get upset about it because they're like, "Oh, I don't want to wait for my oil to come in. You know, I just want to be able to go to oil change." Well, the thing about it is two things. One, you know, when your vehicle is coming up on an oil change, it's not like something where it just comes out of random. You're like, "Oh my God, I got to change my oil." You know what I'm saying? You know when your vehicle's getting up to oil change. Number one. Number two, I've gotten shipments from Amsoil, and legitimately the next day they've showed up to my door. And I'm not gonna say I live in the middle of nowhere, but I live in the country. Like, I live not off the grid, but close to off the grid. And it shows up next day to my house. So with that being said, their shipping is efficient and reliable. They ship through UPS, and I mean, you know, let's say your truck 14,000-mile oil change. You're at 12,000 for 13,000. You're like, okay, well, let me order some Amsoil right now. A day later, 2 days later, at the most, it's at your doorstep. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that big of an inconvenience. Now, if you got an old clunker truck that's leaking oil all the time and you're constantly pouring oil in there, one, I wouldn't be putting Amsoil in there because you just wasted money. And two, you probably need to address the issue. So that's my personal take on why Amsoil is not available at the local parts stores. You know what I'm saying? The reason, I don't know. I really don't, but my opinion. Okay, see, any upcoming mods for the trucks or even new project vehicles coming to the channel? Damn, dog, I know what you did right there. Yes, so mods for the trucks. So first things first, I have a move bumper kit at my boy's house, Steel Tooth Fab Ryan, that we're going to be getting tacked up this summer. So he's going to be welding my custom front bumper onto the truck this summer. In terms of when I'm doing it, I don't know yet. Home for about a week now, so I'm still settling in and all that stuff. And I got other stuff on my plate that I'm trying to handle first before I get back into the heavy truck mods and all that stuff. So we got the move bumper. Definitely, we're going to be finishing the sound system in the truck. I'm definitely going to be switching the mods more into the interior mods because there's some things I want to do on the interior of this truck that I think will help out being, you know, just having a truck. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop that a little. Face was cut off because of the comments. But yes, so we have interior audio system. We're gonna finish that. So we're gonna continue running component speakers, tweeters. I'm fine with the subs right now. The subs are good. Potentially a Starlight headliner. We'll be looking into that. So I have some things lined up, definitely. And then I'll not immediately, but I would like to sometime this year, before the end of the year, I would like to look into 26x16s forge wheels. You know, it's time to step up to 26s because I've rocked the 24s for over a year now. So, you know, it's time. it's time to go up, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I gotta go back. I'm sorry, you guys. And then on the second part for the vehicle, so I don't have a second project vehicle that I'm looking into or another project vehicle at this moment because I got a lot of stuff on my plate between the truck and the Impala. But eventually, yes, I do have plans to add another project vehicle to the channel. anything from a first gen, second gen Cummins, or even just a gas truck or a gas. It's going to be another project. It's just I don't know what yet, just because that's so far out. And I want to handle something and then go from there and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? So heck yeah. Spencer said my dream truck is our old '08 Mega Dually Laramie. Oh, I got you, bro. Hey man, all you gotta do is put it to paper, make it a reality, and you can definitely achieve that, man. Johnny, what's going on, man? It's good to see you in the live stream. Thank you so much for joining, man. Beerzilla said Justin has one of the coldest Cummins bills out there. His truck's about to be legit. I was ready to see some videos when he added a turbo. I think he did a 467 or 472. He did turbo injectors, injection pump. Like I was ready to see that truck rip, but things happened to it. I think number 5 cylinder ring went out or something like that. But he's gonna have a sick truck when it's done, when it's said and done. Can I borrow you for a month to help me with my truck? Brian Stevens. No, pretty much no. It's not me being me. It's just me being real. Whenever, like, no, because obviously I work, I have a life, I have family, all sorts of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't just get up and I've had people hit me up in the past like that, where they wanted me to come to them and help them on their truck and stuff. And I'm like, listen, man, like I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna be that guy. And you know, I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? I just can't get up and go. And I feel bad sometimes because I'll have people hit me up want me to do, you know, head studs or tune and delete, just all sorts of just common things I do on trucks. And it's like sometimes it's not feasible because of my schedule, what I got going on in my life and stuff. So it's like I feel bad, but at the same time I tell them, I say, hey, listen, man, I don't know if you're mechanically inclined, but it's not that hard to do it. This is what you can do. Or I'll say, hey, watch this video, whether it's my own video or somebody else's video, you know what I'm saying? And or I'll tell them go on the forums, you know what I'm saying? A lot of this stuff, man, when it comes to working on these inline sixes, man, I'm telling y'all, man, you don't need a whole lot of experience, really. You just need as basic tools and just a simple mechanical aptitude, basically. And from watching videos on YouTube, you can definitely work on these trucks. I mean, look at me. I'm not a diesel mechanic. I mean, I work on helicopters, but like, you know, it's you get what I'm saying. Will your tails work on the 03? I don't think so. So yes, they should, Spencer. The third gen tail lights stay the same from the beginning to the end. It's the headlights that 05 or 03 to 05 third gen is going to have a different headlight versus the 06 to 09. So, but the tail lights though, you'll be good with though. You should be. Where have you been? Just started watching. So I've been working, man. Mexi Melt 5150. I've been working. So again, like I said, I'm in the Marine Corps. I work. You know, I'm in the military active duty. I was gone for a little bit doing work. Now I'm back. You know, so sorry about that, you guys. I hit my computer. So I'm back now. So that's where I've been. I'm looking forward to the interior mods. Our interior is decent at best, and I want to upgrade my interior bad. Hey man, you give Beerzilla, you giving it a lot more credit than what it is. I'm gonna be real with you. If anybody asks me, I'll tell you straight up, a third gen interior is ugly as fuck. It's bland. It is bland and depressing. Gray is probably the most depressing color you can choose to put in an interior. Think about it. What vehicle you know today that has the same color gray interiors have? That same like whitewash, like that same color gray. I'm not talking about dark gray or pepper gray or, you know what I'm saying? That same color gray. I don't know personally any vehicles like that. It's just, you can tell Chrysler was back then when they were doing it, they were, I would say, not desperate, but they were like unsure. You know what I'm saying? In my personal opinion, I wish they would have just left the interior like the early third gens, you know, with the black. they had the black seats, whether it was leather or the cloth seats, and then you had the black dash and all the black. I wish they would have left it black because I feel complaining about my interior as much, but gray, like, and it's like that prison, like that cellmate gray color. You know what I'm saying? It's just so you're inside of it, and you don't feel it doesn't feel custom, which is why a lot of cats end up painting, customize. They start doing all sorts of stuff to make the interior feel some sort of customization. You know what I'm saying? So that's my opinion, man. But yes, I definitely have some. I mean, hell, I'll be real with y'all. I even thought about keeping the third gen interior, but dyeing the interior black. Just make it black, and which is not hard because I've done that on interiors before. I have to look a little bit more into is the seats, but I actually looked into it and I know a way to dye the seats black. So I don't know. Food for thought. Food for thought. All right, I've got Johnny Psycho. I got an '06 Mega Cab Gasser working on the interior now. Scored me a business console. I'm gonna paint it and put it in next week. Hell yeah, man, that's dope, man. And those business, I like my business console. Some people like the full bench, especially if you got a big family and you want to put like 6 people in the vehicle. But me personally, I like my business console. Way more storage room, 3 cup holders. You know what I'm saying? I got it right now. Y'all be looking at me like, bro, you need to clean it up. It's kind of bad right now. If you haven't, can you do an aftermarket radio install? Gavin, I actually have a video on my channel installing my aftermarket Kenwood onto my third gen, and I have a video uh, installing an aftermarket amp for my speakers and my subs on my third gen. So all you gotta do is go to the channel, check it out. Just go to the channel, scroll through the videos, and you'll find it. I think I did the radio. I did December of 2019 or January 2020, and then the subs I did like I want to say January of this year. I have the videos. They're on the channel. All you gotta do is just look, man. What do you think about the long bed conversion on Mega Cab? I think they're sick, bro. I think they're cool. Now, if your question is, would you do that to your truck? I would say no, just because, I mean, no. I think they're cool, though. It's funny you mentioned that because my boy Andrew, who, if y'all never saw it, I made a video a couple months ago of a third Mega Cab long bed on the channel. And actually, he called me today and we were chit chatting and catching up and talking and stuff. And, that comment made me think of him. So I think they're cool. I think they're cool. Right now, to my knowledge, I believe there's 2 companies in the country, place in Texas, and I think there's another place in Utah that does that. So I think they're cool, man. What's good, Reginald, bro? It's good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. Like I was saying, bro, definitely I'm thinking about doing it. I'm being real with y'all. I'm thinking about changing my interior color to either black or another color, but I won't say it. Okay, I'll tell you. A black dashboard and like the dash, all that stuff is black, but then the seats will be peanut butter because I can do that too. I can dye my seats peanut butter. And what that would kind of have is kind of like that Longhorn 4th gen, 5th gen Laramie look, where it has the peanut butter seats with the black accents and all that stuff. I think you can pull it off in the third gen, and I have not seen it yet, but I think it's doable in my opinion. So I left here and it was early April, late March, and it was still cold outside. So the bugs weren't out. Now I came flying around. So if you see me swatting, that's because there's like a fly in front of my face or something. Spencer said 11 or 10-inch floating screen. And what do you think of the Mega SE? I'm not sure what the Mega SE is, but the 11 or 10-inch floating screen, either one, bro. Like a 10-inch floating screen is big. That is only 2 inches shorter than the 12-inch screens that come in the 5th gens. Like that is a big screen, especially on the 4th gen or 5th gen. I think that's good. Whichever one is more, I guess cheaper, if that makes sense. Hell yeah, man. Do you think people at Beans will get on me for having a gasser? I'm trying to show my truck off this year. No, they won't. They won't. It depends on what you're trying to do. So if you're trying to do I'm actually no, not really, because I was gonna say if you were trying to do the burners gas car, I think there was a Mustang last year that was doing burnouts and stuff. Nah, you'll be good, man. And to be honest with you, half of those motherfuckers there, they're gonna either be drunk or they're just not gonna know. They're gonna see your shit and probably not even know it's a gasser. As long as you roast the tires and as long as it looks like it, the saying, man. If it looks like a duck, smells like a duck, looks like a duck, quack like a duck, it must be a duck. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I think you'll be good, man. I mean, you didn't tell me anything about anybody messing with you or giving you crap. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah, man. Oh, sorry, wrong one. I got a 10.5. So he said I got 10.1 inch in my screen. Yeah, man. So with the radio for my truck, I'm thinking. So I have currently the Kenwood. I have a Kenwood double din touchscreen. What I'm thinking about doing is taking that Kenwood out. If you didn't know, I have an Impala SS. I'm gonna put in my '95 Impala and put that in there, and then I'm gonna get Pioneer sells. I think the 8-10 inch, the screen y'all were talking about. Pioneer. I've been looking at it. Pioneer makes one, so I'm thinking about taking that out, putting it in, and putting that in the car, and then buying one for the truck. And it's the one that like it sits like probably like a inch and a half, 2.5 inches out from the dash, and it's just a massive screen. I'm thinking about doing that. The kicker is that those radios are like $1,000, $800, which is not, spending that type of money is not something fun, anytime. But I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about it, or I'm also thinking about just leaving the radio in there because the radio in there, I like it. It has Android Auto, Apple CarPlay, all that crap on it. So I mean, it's a good radio. I love it. But yeah, I'm definitely looking into that. Yeah, that's the model, man. The 8600 Next Pioneer. So if your guys are looking for like the most innovative, if you're trying to get a screen like close as possible to the fifth gen 12-inch screen, look that up. 8600 Next Pioneer. That's probably gonna be the best bet you're gonna get, and it is nice. It is nice. I'm gonna be real with y'all. If I had the coin to drop right now on it, I probably would. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Craig? What is going with that being said, it looks like I caught up to all the comments that I had. So with that being said, y'all, I want to ask you guys something. And I want y'all opinion. So we got 11 people in the live stream right now. And I'm asking y'all because y'all stuck around in the live stream or you're watching it right now. What would you want to see first on my third gen mega cab? Would y'all want to see 26 by 16s on either 37s or 38s first? Or would you want to see a complete interior series done on the third gen? Seats, like I will customize it. I'm not saying I'm gonna swap out everything. Would you guys prefer the interior series or would y'all prefer to see 26s on 16s on the truck? Let me know. Comment. I'd be interested in that. Let's see. The tails you got say 8 and 9. I think so. Converted for 03. I'm thinking a Rick Meg cab and an SRT to Meg cab SRT thoughts. Hey, SRT 10. Hey man, I'll tell you what. If you find the a Rick SRT, only if it's a 4-door. I don't know if SRT 10s came in 4 doors. I'm pretty positive they did, especially like if it was a Viper. But if you find a wrecked SRT and you can get SRT seats, jump on that, because I actually wanted to do SRT 10 seats for the front of my truck. But once I saw the prices of them, I was like, I think I'll stick with mine. So right now we got Beerzilla saying he'd like to see the interior series. OKC. My dog Eric said he like. We got my dog Monster Ram Mike in the house. Good to see you, brother. Thank you, man. Yeah, bro, just hit me up, man. Hit me up. I'm back now, bro. So hit me up, and we got to catch up for sure, dude. Looking forward to it. Eric says new wheels and tires will be like 10K. Bro, you ain't lying. But Eric, we talked a while ago about that one company I was in works with in terms of wheels, if you remember. But I think I or close to in half. Rick said, I bought a 10-inch Android stereo from Amazon for $200 for my third gen. It looks and sounds amazing. If you buy the Pioneer, you're just paying for the name. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. I'm gonna have to do some research into that, Rick, bro. I appreciate that plug, and I'm sure everybody on the channel does too. That's sick, man. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. I'm asking chat, does anyone know of 08 to 09 tail wiring for to? Oh, I got you. Okay, so y'all, Spencer's asking basically the question on the screen, right? Version. So I'm sorry if I answered that wrong earlier. To my knowledge, I thought all third gen tail light wiring was the same. Just because if you look at it, it's the same, except when they redid middle, it went from the smooth backs to the like little circle, little protruding ones. I apologize for that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. We got some OGs in the chat right now, man. Definitely, man. We got Eric. We got Monster. We got Rick. And some of y'all I remember. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I don't remember everybody that joins the live streams, but I remember a good bit. I always remember Beerzilla. I always remember Rick, OKC, Monster Ram. I'm be real with y'all now. Monster Ram is probably the most senior / like OG subscriber follower of the channel. Because he started following me when I had like, I don't even know, man. It had to been like less than like 3,000 subscribers. Like I was super small, man, and he started following me, man. And yeah, turned out he lives like 15, 20-ish minutes away from me, which is kind of cool. But yeah, I'm grateful anytime people join. It's always fun. The more people you get in live stream, man, it just gets turned up. Questions start getting sung everywhere, left and right, and it's a good time. You know what I'm saying? I feed off of you guys. So here we go. So Beerzilla said, is there anything I should know about being a new diesel owner? Very close to putting the 12 valve in my 98 V10. Oh God, second gen. When it comes to being a new diesel owner, bro, honestly, man, thank you for asking this question, because I get this asked quite a bit. I get the typical message. It goes like, hey man, just bought a 06 59. Hey man, just bought a 08 67, just like your truck, even though it's stock, but they'll say just like your truck. What are some things I should do, or should I know? Which is why I made a video saying things to do as a new diesel owner. But for you, bro, or for anybody watching, in all honesty, man, if the swap is successful, so everything went as according, you're driving the truck every day, or you're driving the truck as a diesel now. Remember, fluids and filters. And people take this out of context, or they blow their minds off over it. Diesels don't need a lot of attention. They really don't. Especially these Cummins engines. They don't need a lot of attention. Keep clean filters in it and keep clean fluids in it. And if you do that at the minimum, the truck's going to last you pretty long. Okay. That, and then on top of that, so you go a level above that, you have what's interval maintenance. You know what I'm saying? So whether it's a 6-7 Cummins where you're doing valve lash every I think it's like 60 inches on the 6.7. It's 67 or 80K, whatever, 100K, whatever the scheduled maintenance is for the truck for what that is. Just stick to that. You know what I'm saying? And these trucks, man, they'll keep going. They will just keep going. One thing I thought was interesting was I was reading some random instructions from RevMax's website, and RevMax recommended on their built transmission. So if you buy a built trans from RevMax, at least at the time I read this, the transmission fluid every 30,000 miles, which I was like, that's interesting, because I'm pretty sure regular, like from Mopar, Cummins, whoever, the regular Chrysler interval for the transmission fluid is like, I want to say 60,000 or 100,000 miles, which I was like, man, RevMax really, like, they cut that number in half hardcore, which I thought was interesting. But there has to be some method to the madness behind it, because, you know what I'm saying, it's the concept. If you're keeping clean fluid in there all the time, the chances of parts degrading will decrease a lot more. You know what I'm saying? And on top of that, they even stated, when you install a transmission, which generates more heat on the transmission, obviously heat is the number one factor when it comes to fluids degrading, whether it's oil, trans fluid, any fluid really, slightly besides brake fluid, because it's designed for that. But coolant is another one. But I thought that was interesting. So for you, bro, fluids, filters, routine maintenance, you'll be good, man. And on 12 valve, there's dudes I know that are running 12 valves that all they did was change the oil, and they taking off going somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So, but take it for what you is. Best thing I tell you though, do your research, check the forums, because there is good information on forums. I know it can be painful, and this goes for anybody. I know it can be annoying and a hassle to go on the forums to look for an answer. But if you type your question correctly into Google or whatever search bar you use, usually when you click on a forum, it'll take you straight to what you're looking for. Usually. Don't quote me on that. That was a good question, though. Yeah, man. Beerzilla, man. Yeah, I remember, man. Reginald said he joined at 4.6 subscribers. I had 4,000. That was a minute. So with that being said, you probably joined in the first year of my channel. So you probably joined back in 2018 when I first started, because I started my channel officially January 30th, 31st of 2018 is when I first put my video out, I believe. 6.7 swap to 03 1500 Hemi. Will it work? Yes and no. Yes, it'll work because the 6.7 Cummins will fit. I'm pretty positive it would work. The only thing I would question is the suspension and then the transmission. So you would, well, actually, probably not, because, well, a 03 would have, I don't even know what transmission is on a 1500 03, but it would work, but you would need an adapter plate, and you would probably have to modify your cross member for the transmission to mate to the 6.7 Cummins. And then if you're using the 1500 Cummins stock, it's going to tear that transmission up into pieces. So you're better off doing a full swap with the trans and the engine. So whether it's a 60, well, a 68 pretty much, or if you want to do a G56. Will it work? Yes. Will you have to modify some stuff? Absolutely. To answer your question. Eric, why? So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna let y'all into an inside joke, okay, or insider story. So, OKC 67 said, "Cam, we're missing Music City Showdown right now." So, if you guys, one second, yeah, some of y'all keep up with the truck show scene and all the events going on right now. So, you got a lot of people know Daytona Truck Show, Truck Meet is going on next month, beginning of June. This weekend or in April, a big one was Rudy's spring truck meet, and then they had Smoky Mountain Truck Fest or whatever it's called in Tennessee somewhere. Music City Showdown is another truck show that's hosted in Tennessee, I believe. Long story short, I probably won't ever go to one of those truck shows. In the middle of the pandemic, in the middle of COVID, um, they were. I can't. I'm still stuck. He commented that in the middle of COVID, they were acting kind of funny over there when it came to giving customers their money back, especially military members. They were acting kind of funny and kind of. I'm being real with you. They were being stupid. So it left a real bad taste in my mouth, man. And I was just like, that ain't the show for me. I was like, I told Eric too. I said, I don't care how big they get. I don't care who the fuck it is. Like, I will never go to that show. And maybe 10, 15 years from now, if there's still a thing and I don't care no more, maybe I'll check it out. But nah, because I mean, we had tickets. We had tickets to go there and see, and we were going to enter our trucks in for the show and shine and stuff. I was pumped. I was prepping the truck, all this type of crazy shit. And then COVID kicked off back, obviously like last year, March is when it really got big in the country. And me being in the military, and him as well, but me being in the military, they canked our leave. Like, we couldn't go nowhere. I can't go nowhere. Go here. Like, I have a message from the department or the I can't think of the name right now. I'm so bad. Long story short, from the boss of the DOD, Secretary of Defense. There we go. Oh my God, it took me a minute to think of that. I was like, hey, I have a letter from the Secretary of Defense saying I cannot leave. Like, give my money back. And it was a big dilemma. But long story short, everything worked out. But yeah, that was a crazy. That was funny, man. So my dog Mike said an interior swap would be awesome. Think about how much time you spend inside your truck. And thank you so much. That is exactly what I was getting at. And Mike, I don't know if you remember, but the times I rode in your truck with you, how many times I would always tell you, bro, your interior is so fucking nice, or your interior is clean. Like, I love the way everything looks. Why? Because it looks attractive. It looks appealing. And I'm gonna be real with you guys. There was a point while owning this truck, the third gen, that I was completely, because I wanted to be in a different interior of a truck. I love the outside of my truck. I love how the outside of my third gen looked. I love the engine. Everything about it, I love. It was the interior, because you got to think, when you're driving the truck, that is what you're seeing. You're not seeing the outside. You're not seeing the wheels spinning. You're not seeing the grill, the bump. You're not seeing that stuff. You're seeing the inside of it. And if you're in something that's disgusting, or not even, if you're in something that doesn't look attractive, how much less, like how much feelings do you have in that truck? You know what I'm saying? And that was one of my things for it. But I thought about it, and I was like, if I was to tell myself I'm selling the truck purely because I didn't like the interior, to me personally, that doesn't justify me selling the truck, because there's things you can do. And I made a video on this where I said, if you get tired of your truck, don't just jump to selling it. Try some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So if you're selling your truck because, I want something newer, or I want something different. Usually most people say they want something different. Well, if you want something different, make your truck look different, or your car look different. My channel, you guys know, wheels, paint, wraps. Wraps is a big one. Lights. There's all sorts of aesthetics that you can do to make your truck look different, to the point to where you don't even feel like this is your vehicle. You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, for me, a big mild change for my truck was when I added the forged wheels. When I went from black wheels to 24x14 forged wheels. For me, I felt like I had a brand new truck, and all I did was put $5,000, $6,000 wheels on my truck. I say only, but I mean, that's a lot of money. But I put different wheels on the truck, and it made me feel like I had a completely different truck, and I fell back in love with it, and I was just mesmerized, And the same goes for the interior, and that's where I'm at right now with my truck, where it's like I'm tired of opening the door and just seeing gray everywhere. I'm talking front, left, right, back, everywhere. It's the same gray color, even the carpet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm definitely pro changing up the interior, because I want to see something different. And there's multiple ways Dodge and Ram Dodge back then could have made the interior is more enticing. I really wish they would have left it like the early third gens, because I'm third gens, but whatever. But yeah, man. Oh yeah, that's a compliment towards Eric. Oh, that's a comment towards you. Man, you guys having sidebar conversations, man. Oh, okay. You guys are catching up on my live stream. Okay. All right then. It's good, man. It's good. I appreciate it. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Mm. So Tony Montana said that trade your truck for a fifth gen. Tony, I would love to do that. First thing though is if I trade my truck, I would not get near what I want for my truck. And I'm gonna be real with you. What I want for my truck is nothing. It ain't absurd. It's not some ridiculous amount of money where it's like, okay, clearly you got some problems. It's a For what the truck is, it's a very, in my opinion, obviously it's opinionated. It's a very respectable offer for what I would want for my truck. Um, Kirk from CNET. Question mark? I saw your comment. Anyways, for the fifth gen, I would love a fifth gen. I would love to hop into a fifth gen Laramie Longhorn with the 12-inch screen. You know what I'm saying? And I would be, oh my God, Pat joined now, so I can't leave the chat now. I would love to get on that lifestyle, man. But that money and that monthly payment. I'm not rushing to get into a monthly payment. I'm just being real. Some of y'all out there, y'all probably more fortunate to me or fortunate than me in terms of financially. I'm not saying I'm poor, or I'm just saying I know my means and I know like my limits my lateral limits in terms of what I can get into and what I can't. And if I got a fifth gen, can I afford a fifth gen? Absolutely. I can make $800, $900 payment a month. But guess what? No YouTube videos because I ain't gonna have no money for mods. I ain't gonna have no money and on top of insurance. I ain't gonna have no money for nothing else. I'm pretty much gonna have a stock fifth gen in my driveway all the time, and I'll just make videos of me washing it. Or I have a third gen with a bunch of crazy shit done to it, and then I keep making videos and doing more crazy. That's how I look at it. Will that time come? Will I end up in the fifth gen or a fourth gen, or even a different type of truck? You know, Powerstroke, Duramax, whatever. Absolutely, it's inevitable. It's inevitable. But at the time and right now, I know myself, and I'm not going to sit here and lie to myself. I wouldn't get myself into something like that. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of diesel YouTubers on the channels out here where they have older trucks in mind and they are extremely successful with it and they're happy with it and they think the same. They have the same mindset because it's like I want to bring the best content to my subscribers, to my viewers, is want to see me talking about a brand new truck I bought, but I can't do nothing because it's too expensive. Y'all don't want to hear that. And if I was in the other shoes, I wouldn't want to hear that either. You know, I click on the video, I want to see you doing some shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, you can't do a mod every single video because that's just super impractical. But you get the gist. You know what I'm saying? If I'm making videos 6 months out of the year and all the videos are just me talking about the truck and not doing something to the truck, you're gonna get very tired of that. And that's how I think of it when I'm making content and when I'm making decisions in terms of what, and you know, that's kind of what led me to making videos on my Impala, which actually started opening up a different door for me. It was kind of cool. So I have two followings now, and I have people I message or people that message me with Impala content ideas. There's Impala YouTubers and stuff, which is kind of cool because I'm branching out now, which I think is sick because I haven't done that yet. So opportunity, man, opportunity is what it comes down to. Yeah, Kirk Ladder. Okay, I knew. Yeah. You said Kirk, so I had to make sure. All right, then. Spencer said trade early third gen for your late. Nah, bro, I'm gonna have to hold on that because them early third gens ain't mega calves. They just them small ass little quad calves. I'm good. Pat, I talked to you. We talked about this yesterday, and you know how I feel about that. So Powerstroke Pat, if y'all didn't know, has a YouTube channel. Check it out. This man is slammed right now on two builds at the same time, all trying to get done before Daytona. Find out what he's getting into. Obviously, his name should give you a good heading in terms of what he's into. But yeah. So come join the dually gang. So I would, man, I would, and I probably will be. So my next, so I'm kind of in a, I'm not gonna say dilemma, because when you say dilemma, it's kind of like, you're kind of like stuck in a shitty situation, which I'm not, but I'm kind of in that, in the sense, in terms of my next vehicle. As my next vehicle, whether it's a 4th gen or 5th gen dually, or maybe a 6.7 Powerstroke dually, whatever, who knows? I want to get a dually, and I want to use a dually to tow the 3rd gen around. Now, what does that mean about 3rd gen? There's 2 ways. First way is it can be a drag truck, so I can take all this shit off of it, the lift kit, everything, and I can put it on slicks and run it down the street. Or I can just simulate the shit out of it, airbags, lifts, all the whole freaking shebang. Which, I'm being real with you, I'm slightly more leaning towards that side. Why? Because you don't break shit as much when you have a show. Y'all watch Greg A and Turbo Tom videos. Just watch their videos. You'll see the motherfuckers blow shit up or Greg. They blow shit up like it's going out of style, and that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I'm not trying to get into just yet. That's like that retirement lifestyle for me personally. But yeah. So I'm definitely looking into that. That's the option. But yeah, sorry, I got a message. But yeah, but dually though, 4th gen dually, black, on some 22 24-inch Fords. Oh, ultimate tow rig, baby. Or even a 3rd gen. Shit, I'll take a 3rd gen dually. The only 3rd gen dually I won't take is the one with the ugly fender. And most of y'all know what I'm talking about, because they got 2 types. They got the nice, smooth, wide body dually, and then they got the one that has like the funny. I don't even know how to explain it. It doesn't look good. That's all I'm gonna say, in my opinion. Rand went from the worst to the best interiors in the game. I heard the designer of Mercedes-Benz designed the 5th gen. Rick, bro, I'm gonna be 100% real. I would not be surprised with that, because if you think about it, Chrysler and Mercedes were partnered up back in the late 2000s. So like that 2005 up to when they filed bankruptcy, or whenever they got bought out by Fiat, they were tagged up with Mercedes, because the Dodge Magnum, I don't know if you guys remember this, it was basically like a modern station wagon. The Dodge Magnum, it was made from like 2004 or 2005 to like 2007, 2008. That was actually designed by Mercedes. The key fobs. If you look at a key fob from the late 2000s, it looks very similar, and on the 4th gens, it looks similar to a Mercedes key. That the battery in the trunk. So if you bought the Dodge Magnum, the battery was in the hatch in the back of the vehicle. That's Mercedes, because Mercedes don't put their batteries in the front of the engines. They put them in the back by the trunk, to my knowledge. That all came from Mercedes, so I would not be surprised from that. I'm gonna be real with you. I thought Fiat put their hand in the mix when it came to the Ram interiors, because at the time, let's say, okay, when the 4th gen came out in 2010. So at that time, you were competing with the LL Duramax, which had a nicer interior, and in 2010 you were competing with the 6.4 Powerstroke, which had a nicer interior. At that time, in my personal opinion, I think Powerstroke had the best interior, especially if it was a King Ranch. If it was a King Ranch, back then in 2010, there was nothing else that could compete with that. That was the King, you know what I'm saying? Or Harley Davidson edition back then too. But they definitely stepped up in the 4th gens. The 4th gen, to me, I think if you get a 4th gen Laramie, I think that is a beautiful interior. Obviously, Longhorn, I think those are all beautiful, excellent interiors. The 5th gen, it just refined it more, in my opinion. Because if you look at the door panels on the 5th gen compared to the 4th gen, and even the 3rd gen, the molding of the door panel is actually still the same. It has that the skinny section by the window, by the glass, and then it drops down, and then it goes to the little arm pillar, and then from there it kind of sucks back in and goes down into the little pockets and the holders and stuff. Unlike the Fords, where it's like you got the glass and then it comes out, like drops down. You know what I'm saying? So to each his own. To each his own. But Ram and Chrysler, I will give them credit. They definitely stepped up their interior game, which was much needed because I swear to God, had they came out with some shit like third gen for the fourth gen, you probably wouldn't hear me talking about the fourth gens as much because just because. No, I got you, Gunny. I see you. Damn, man, I got somebody from the. That's dope. Thank you. I appreciate you joining. The Fortune's already won for the most luxury interior. Yeah, you're right, man. So a lot of people don't know it, or some people don't know it, but the Fortune won 2010 Truck of the Year, or what's the award? I'm trying to think of the award. The award vehicles get every year. A&P, no, not AP. Anyways, Ram won it in 2010, and then I think they won it again like in 2015, 16, something like that. So pretty much every year, Ram comes out with Truck of the Year. There we go, Truck of the Year. So pretty much every time Ram or Dodge, whoever, every time they redesign their truck, they win Truck of the Year that year. Like the second gen, third gen, and look it up. I challenge you, if you don't believe me, look it up. You will be disproven. Second gen, third gen, fourth gen, and then the fifth gen recently. Every year they came out with a new redesigned model, it's won Truck of the Year. Food for thought. Monthly payments. I'm telling you, man, like you at some point, you finance your truck for 5 years, right? In my case, I did, and I'm coming up to my last year. I'm about to pay it off. Like by the time you at that last year mark, you just want to pay the truck off, and you don't want no payments for a while. Like it's like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm poor. I'm not saying that the truck's stupid expensive, but it's like you get tired of paying money every month for a vehicle you've been driving. Like you just want to own it. You just want to be able to go outside, get in it, drive it. Which is selling my truck because I paid on it for all these years. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Some people are more fortunate and blessed to where they can go to the dealership and just pay the truck off right up front, or they can pay it off in a year from when they bought it. But most normal people can't do that. They have to stick to their monthly payments. And those payments, man, they get old after a while, man. You just want to pay that shit off and and just chill. Like just chill for a while, you know what I'm saying? And that's how I am right now. I'm not in a rush to go out there and get another $600 monthly payment. I mean, can I pay it and afford it? Yeah, absolutely. But do I want to put myself into that again for another 5, 4, 3 years, however long I finance it for? No, absolutely not. Oh man, let me see. I lost the comments. All right, y'all been commenting, so I'm gonna start speeding up my answers, so I'm not going on these tangents no more. Fortunately, Larry tells with the white around it is looking good to me. Get new at some point. I get a lot of compliments on my truck, need body work, and LOL. Yeah, man. So his comment about saying you'll get a newer truck at some point. And Beerzilla, I'm not saying this to sound like a crazy motherfucker, but I do get compliments. I probably get a compliment at least once a week on my truck at minimum. Somebody gas station today, actually, when I was filling up my truck with diesel, somebody commented and was like, man, or not commented, he was on the other side of the pump and he was like, you got a nice looking truck, man. He's like, well, you got done to it. And I was like, don't get me started. But I encounter that a lot. It's definitely an eye catcher just because it's not something you see all the time, which I take pride in because I built it all myself. But yeah, it's definitely a good feeling. And another thing that catches people off guard is the year. And usually it's the people that don't keep up with like vehicles and trucks like that. But like some random person at Home Depot or Lowe's to see my truck and they're like, man, that's a nice truck. What year is that? I'm like 2008. And they're like, I thought that was like a 2016, 2015. And it's like, I'm like, no, it's a 2008, man. It's old. She's like 12, 13 years old. And they're like, wow, it looks good. And hearing that to me is like, it's rewarding. It's rewarding to hum. Hey, thank you, Beerzilla. I appreciate that, man. Oh, damn. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. Powerstroke Pat, man. The smoke stain. The hell is that? Dually fenders personally. I would make have dually fenders personally. So Spencer, there's two types. I don't know which type you like, but there's two types. I like the ones that are smooth and contoured to the truck, not the ones that like stick out like I don't know, inflatable. I don't even know how to explain them. Oh 07, oh 05, oh 07. That was my first car. Beerzilla said I've never sold my med cab. I'll just get a fourth or fifth and do the mods to it. It has to be a Cummins from here on out. Hell yeah, man. That's sick. That's dope. I like that. Pat just wanted to give his thanks for showing some love. I need a decal to show my everything diesel support. Yes, I know that has been a long time goal that I failed at or haven't been. I got to get into it. I'm back now, so I'm taking my time right now. So basically, I'm not trying to just rush and just get out there, hit the road running and stuff. Like I'm trying to take my time. You know, one, I'm still settling in and just readjusting and getting comfortable. Two, I want to make sure all my steps are planned correctly. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. Says I like the short dually fenders. Oh, okay, I got you, bro. Yeah, man. I mean, hey, if you like it, man, that's good, man. More power to you, man. I mean, everybody has different tastes. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I like the wide. I like the one that comes out wide and it's all smooth and seamless. That's me personally. That's my style. Um, but hey, man, if you like that, bro, more power to you, brother. You know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time. People have a hard time with it, but tell them, I say, man, because people always hit me up. They always hit me up, asking me what do I think about this, what I think about that. And I don't. The first thing I tell them is I don't want to come off arrogant, brash, like a dick. None of that. I straight up tell them, I say, listen, man, you paying for this. You putting your money into this truck. I say, you build this truck how you please and how you feel. Okay. Do not let people steer you or make you want to do something to your truck because a fad or because that's what they want to see. You build your truck to your way. You know what I'm saying? And that's been my MO since I started this channel. And I have to tell people that, you know what I'm saying? Because people they get influenced so much from social media, all this bullshit. And it's like, hey man, listen, at the end of the day, you pay hopefully you pay the truck note, you pay the insurance, you put the diesel in it, you pay for the maintenance, you know what I'm saying? Like build it the way you want to. You know what I'm saying? If you want to have 40s with 15-inch, method tires or rims, do it. If you want to have 26 on 16 rims on 35s or 33 rubber bands, do it. However you want the truck to be. Why? Because you know why? Because your truck will reflect you. It will show the uniqueness in yourself into the vehicle, and it reflects. You know what I'm saying? When people come up to you, and let's say, and I say you, I mean everybody, anybody, just come up to you, and they say, "Oh man, I love this. I love the way you did this." You know what I'm saying? How did this work? How did that work? And they're like, they ask you this, and all you can think of is, oh, I saw this here, so I did it. Or, everybody else was doing this, so I did this too. You don't get the same pride where it's like, oh, well, I figured this out because I was experimenting one day, and I was like, fuck it, I want to try this, so I tried it. I'll give you an example. My coils, my suspension on my truck. I don't think I can count. I can't count. Well, obviously, I can't count on my hands, but I cannot count how many times people have thought, and they're not. They're painted with a rattle can. But because I was experimenting, which it really was. It was a gamble. I took a risk. I was like, you know what? Fuck it. Let me try this and see how it comes out. And the results came out so good. I was like, well, shit, I'm gonna keep doing this right here. And you feel accomplished and rewarded because it's like, man, I was just messing around and I figured this out. You know what I'm saying? So, absolutely, man, absolutely. Pat, bro, I know I need some merch. I need some merch, man. I need if y'all into crypto. Yes, sir. So, y'all, we're at an hour right now. I'm not going to keep y'all any longer just because I want to get back and enjoy my Friday night. It was so good to get on live stream and catch up with you guys. All you guys came in. One second. I just saw a question that somebody asked. I want to make sure I answer it. Devon Richards. Quick question. I like your thumbnail, by the way. Quick question. What's the best setup for hauling between 2004 and 2006? I want a 5.9 pre-emissions. So in terms of setup for towing, I'm thinking you're saying turbo fuel setup. So if you're gonna be towing, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. You can't go wrong with compounds. Whether you do a 475, say it's a 2004, yeah. So if you do a 475 over stock turbo for towing, or let's say you do a 475 S362 SXE, that is an excellent towing setup. Great range, throttle, good up to horsepower. It'll work on stock fuel as well. So stock injector, stock lift pump, or injection pump. If you're trying to do something for the fuel side, very mild, very mild. I'd probably say no more than 50 horsepower injectors at the max for towing. And me personally, I would just keep the stock injectors and just rock those because they're actually really good for towing. You'll have good EGTs and good fuel mileage. So I saw that question just now, so I wanted to make sure I answered it, man. Yes, sir. But yeah, man. But like I said, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and bounce out now. Thank you guys so much for checking out the channel. I appreciate it so much. And until next time, which will be soon, I'm probably gonna drop a video tomorrow because I know a lot of people aren't gonna watch this live stream. So I'm probably gonna drop another video tomorrow, just kind of saying, "Hey, I'm back," or maybe I might have something in here I can do on the truck. That way, you guys can have some content to watch this weekend. But thank you guys so much. Until next time, peace out. Be safe. You guys have a good weekend. Watch some UFC fights, some NBA basketball games. The playoffs are coming up soon, so it's gonna be we got some sports coming up. You know, hopefully where you guys are located, COVID is, and if it is, hopefully it'll be getting lifted soon and enlightened and all that, or lightened up and stuff like that. But thank you guys again so much. So until next time, I'll see you guys. Take care, be safe, peace out, and have a good night.